The BioCD platform that AccuPlex4 is run on is a fascinating technology that's been developed over the past 7 years. AccuPlex4 is a multiplex assay that measures antibodies against Lyme disease, anaplasmosis, Ehrlichia canis. We also measure heartworm disease in dogs. AccuPlex4 is designed to detect the diseases in the acute phases, which may be more clinically relevant than chronic phases of disease. If we detect the disease in the early phase, we may be able to prevent it from ever becoming chronic. Lyme disease is spreading state by state rapidly over the past 5 years.
It's more and more important to test for exposure to Lyme disease because the population of white-tailed deer has tripled over the last 20 years, and that increases the amount of deer ticks and therefore exposure to our patients. I like having the information that the AccuPlex4 gives me, namely for Lyme disease. It will tell me whether or not it was early or chronic exposure, and will also tell me whether or not it's a vaccine response. And it's nice to know that it's a vaccine response.
There are many reasons why AccuPlex4 is a better alternative for veterinarians. Number one, the assays are species specific. We only detect antibodies to those specific agents. Number two, we're giving you a molecular map of what's going on in Lyme disease in that dog over time. We can provide you the vaccination status, whether they've been acutely exposed, whether they've been chronically exposed. Also, the heartworm test is up to 10 to 100 times more sensitive than our previous tests.
We switched the AccuPlex4 for 3 reasons. 1, the increased sensitivity of the test and earlier detection. 2, that we have documentation now from a national research lab that we can put in our files. And thirdly, we have increased our space for other biologicals by eliminating reagents that we use for other point-of-care tests.
The BioCD technology that AccuPlex4 is run on is based on our ability to detect extremely low levels of antibodies and their fluorescence as they're excited by a laser beam. So we're now able to detect disease that was negative on other assays.
This type of simple testing that AccuPlex offers really affords clients an early detection for diseases that we can treat early on so pets don't get sick.
We're running thousands of samples a day on AccuPlex4. In general, you will see immunology and veterinary medicine change massively over the next 5 to 10 years. The multiplex format of doing testing will replace our whole concepts of running titers. It simply gives us more information and gives us more clinical data to treat our patients.